This is Fantastic Four, and this is Fantastic. And hey, everybody, it's me, Pete here, and it's time for another Prime to Snap. How y'all doing out there, guys? We are in the Fantastic Four season. Sorry, I missed the opening last week. I've actually been transferred into a new job position, so my days off changed, and I had to get used to new hours. I went from like second shift down to back to first shift in the mornings, basically. Went from afternoons to mornings, afternoon into evenings into mornings. So had a little adjustment period there. That's why I didn't stream last week. I do try to stream every week if I can, if I'm feeling motivated, which usually I am. And yeah, and the new days off are Thursday and Friday, so I'll be streaming. I don't know which day. I don't know if I'll do Thursdays like I'm doing right now, or if I'll do Friday. I just don't know, man. But we're going to stream. We're doing some streaming, man. We are doing some streaming, and we're streaming right here in the Fantastic Four season. How has your season been going so far? 1 week in, almost 2 weeks in now. Yeah, I've been doing pretty good with it. In fact, I am almost to infinite again. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Ah, 96. I am almost to infinite, man. That would be awesome if I could hit infinite. Never hit infinite. Got close in the What If season a couple months back, and but haven't been there since. But I'm hoping our new card for this week, the Human Torch, will help me get there, because that is what we are using. And in case you don't know, what is the new card? Well, it is the Human Torch. Let's see if it can bring it up here. Right here he is. Human Torch, Fantastic Four first. That's, by the way, looking forward to the movie coming out soon. I'm actually going to be on vacation starting next week, so that's pretty cool. And you better believe I'm going to be going to see Fantastic Four First Steps in the theater. Didn't see Superman yet. I wonder if anyone out there seen Superman. No spoilers, please. No spoilers. I would like to go see that at some point as well, but definitely looking forward to Human Torch. This is the Human Torch. We are looking forward to the Human Torch. We're looking forward to Fantastic Four First Steps, the movie, when it comes out here pretty soon. But yeah, guys, we are using the new card here, the Human Torch. And I gotta turn my sound down, man. Let me turn my sound down. It is blasting in my headphones for some silly reason. So I'm gonna just turn it down a little bit here. There we go. There we go. All right, so yeah, Human Torch. What is he? What does he do? Well, he's right here, guys. Boom, he is a 3/2. End of turn, +1 power, once per game. If your side here is full, or once per game, if your side here is full, double this card's power instead. So there you go, guys. He doubles up his power. Pretty cool. Not too shabby. I was a little, I would say lukewarm on this card to begin with. But since I've been using it lately, it's grown on me, man. It has grown on me, and we're also using the Season Pass card here as well. Which, let me get to that real quick. Boom. Not the Fantastic card. I did not buy the premium upgrade, thank you very much. Although I'm super tempted, guys. I am super tempted to get this upgrade. This card is ridiculous, man. Especially with all the end of turn cards coming in. Not even given the fact that that all the Fantastic Four cards seem to be themed around end of turn stuff. But because there is so many end of turn cards, and I do like to use a few of them, this is just a good card, man. 4/7. It's hard to pass up on this, man. You know, and I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted. It's like, should we be paying more to get another card, or should it be available in the public as well? I don't know, man. I don't know. I realize Second Dinner's gotta like make money to keep the lights on and stuff, but I mean, you know, I don't know. I'm conflicted, man. I'm conflicted on this. A lot of people aren't conflicted. I've seen Fantastic Car being played quite a bit. So, is it even worth it to sit it out and be like, I'm sitting it out? So I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna pay for extra card behind a paywall. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? Do they even care? Would it even do anything? Because they're gonna look at it and be like, well, they're not looking at the people that didn't buy it. They're looking at the people that did buy it, and it seems like a lot of people have bought it. So, I don't know, man. I'm conflicted. Just because I do YouTube videos, I'll probably cave and get it. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Feels bad. Feels bad. I don't know how you feel about it, but feels bad to me. But anyways, we're not playing with that card anyways in this deck. We do have the Season Pass card, which is, of course, boom, let's jump into my deck here that we're going to be using, the Torch Buffs deck. Here he is, the Season Pass card right there. 2/2, Mr. Fantastic, Fantastic 4 First Steps. How do we say that anyways? That's a long name, because there's already Mr. Fantastic in the game. And now there's a Mr. Fantastic, Fantastic 4 First Steps. I'll have to watch some other creators out there and see how they're referring to it. Is it First Steps, Mr. Fantastic? Maybe that's what it is. Mr. Fantastic First Steps? Yeah, that probably works. That probably works. But yeah, he is the new card, the Season Pass card. We do have this card. It is in the deck. It is a 2 energy, 2 power card. End of turn, give a card in your hand -1 cost or +2 power. And man, I'll tell you what, I've been having fun with this deck. I played with it when it first came out. Made a few decks. It's funny, but it seems like every time I try to make a deck, it always winds up being like the first deck that I make with a new card. It seems to be my best deck that I make. Like, because I'll go on to make 2, 3, 4 other decks, but it always seems like the first deck I make seems to be the best. So yeah, we did get a lot of time to play with Mr. Fantastic last week. Good card, definitely worth it. A Season Pass, still probably the best value you can get in this game, I think. $9.99, get the Season Pass card. As for the Premium Pass, we won't talk about that, but yeah, the Season Pass, definitely worth it. Also, not that you need my recommendations or you come here for my recommendations, but I also get the Gold Pass as well. That's a pretty good deal as well. You get some gold out of that, so. But anyways, let's look at this deck, man. Torch Buffs. Not the best name I've come up with, I must admit, but it gets the job done, explains the deck completely. Yeah, it's Torch Buffs, man. It has Human Torch in it, and a lot of cards that just buff your other cards. Of course, Mr. Fantastic is going to buff your card or make them cheaper, which is always good. We got American Chavez. 1/2 on reveal, give the top card of your deck +2 power. Not too shabby, in my opinion, anyways. I got Spider Ham to do a little bit of disruption here. The new Spider Ham took me a little while to get used to when they changed it, and now you have to activate it, which I think is a pretty cool change. You can play a little more mind games with your opponent now. Be like, hey, I got a Spider Ham out there. What's your leftmost card? Better play it, or are you going to try to hold on to it, or am I going to play my Spider Ham? I don't know, man. I like the mind games that he presents now, but the text, it pretty much does the same thing. It's just the text on the card is a little bit different, and it weirded me out the first time I played it last week when after it got buffed or whatever. Changed. I don't know if it's a buff. I guess it's a buff. I think it's a buff. Sure, why not? It's a buff. So yeah, we got him in here for some disruption. We got Surge. 2/2 on reveal, give the top card of your deck -1 cost and +1 power. After you play it, repeat this ability. So yeah, we love getting some surging going on here. Little surge happening. We got armor in the deck. 2/3 ongoing cards here can't be destroyed. We got that to protect our Human Torch and our other cards, of course, and to disrupt all the stinking destroy decks that I play against, it seems like, when I'm in my climb. I don't know about where you guys are at, but I play a lot of destroy decks, so it's good to have armor in there to at least disrupt one of the lanes. Disrupt one of the lanes at least. And then we got Merlin. Yo, Merlin. Season Pass card from the Arcane season, last month's season. Merlin's a 2/3 at the start of each turn. Add an incantation to your hand, and of course, incantations, the Omniverse Presence. 1 cost on reveal. Replace this location with a new one and give Merlin +2 power. Love that card. Love this ability. Great way to sneak around some of those unfavorable locations that you run into out there. Or turn off limbos. I love turning off limbos. One of my favorite things, for those of you who don't know, I hate magic. I hate the card magic, man. I have a little saying every time I see magic, you can't get it done in 6, can ya? The game gives you 6 turns to play and win the game, but no, if you play Magic, you gotta go to a 7th game, gotta go to a 7th round, gotta make the game longer than it's supposed to be. But don't take that the wrong way, because I've used Magic myself, but not much, not often. Sometimes I do partake of the magic. You know, you have to embrace your enemy sometimes and learn what they learn or something. Anyways, yeah, Omniversal Presence, great for screwing up those limbos, taking us to a turn 6, an opponent thinking they're having a 7th turn to get their master plan out, and then you just turn it off on them. Love doing that. Love doing that. And then the other skills that Merlin brings us is a 1 cost. Once in future, on reveal, shuffle your lowest power card here into your deck to get +2 energy next turn. Not too shabby. +2 energy is not too bad. Not as useful in this particular deck as it could be in other decks, but I still use it. It still pops up, of course, and we still use it. Then we got Polymorph. Transform your lowest power card here into one that costs 1 more. I do love this skill. It's got me out of a few jams before. Good way of getting your lower cost cards up and into some higher power, because it seems like a lot of the buff cards, especially the ones I use in this deck, don't have a whole lot of power on their own. So their power, of course, comes from buffing other cards. So if I can polymorph them up after they've buffed to a higher power card, well, that's just a win-win situation there. So yeah, we got Merlin in the deck. We got Okoye, 2/3 on reveal. Give every card in your deck +1 power. Again, that's just great, and it works well with my finisher in this deck, Gilgamesh, 5/9 on reveal, +1 power for each of your other cards in play with increased power. Hey, you're playing a buff deck, you might as well play Gilgamesh. And a lot of people forget about Gilgamesh, man. I think a lot of people forget about Gilgamesh, and he can get pretty strong. He can be a bit of a surprise. I don't think my opponents see him coming a whole lot. So Gilgamesh, man. Gotta love the Gilgamesh, especially in this deck. So yeah, Okoye helps buff up the Gilgamesh as far, and of course all the other cards that buff my cards do that as well. And of course we got the Humantorch, like I said at the beginning of the stream, 3/2, end of turn, +1 power once per game. If your side here is full, double this card's power instead. So not too shabby. He can get pretty big. So yeah, we got him in this deck, and then if I can get some buffs on him before he comes out, we like to play him on turn 3 if we can, of course. After turn 3, he's still pretty good, but turn 3 is actually optimal. I suppose if you could cheat this out, it's even more optimal, but I haven't created a deck that I was able to cheat him out yet, but I'm sure they're out there. Good way to get him cheated out. You can get him to some massive power, but in my case, I have all the other buff cards in my deck to help boost him up before he gets into my hand. So not too shabby. Speaking of boost cards, we got Phastos. I think that's another card, although I've seen it on the rise lately. I've seen Phastos showing up a little bit more lately, but he is a 3/4 on reveal. Give each card in your deck -1 cost or +2 power. Well, that just plays right into my buff plan with all the other cards. And then we got Galacta, the queen of buffs. Although she did get nerfed not too long ago, and it's hurt her a little bit, but I think she's still pretty good. She's a 4/6, and each turn the first card you play at another location reveals with +2 power. So not too shabby. We like having her on the board if we can. It is a little difficult, I find, to get her on the board. I find myself trying to figure out if I want to play Galacta or Gwenpool. And it's a bit of a toss-up with her there. And then, of course, we got Gwenpool here, a 4/6 on reveal. Pick a random character in your hand 3 times and give +2 power each time. Of course, those hit the Fantastic Four. That's just big time value for us there, with the Human Torch just getting bigger and bigger, or even if it hits Gilgamesh, and even if it doesn't hit Fantastic Four or Gilgamesh, anything that it hits will help Gilgamesh. So that is what this deck is doing. It's a pretty simple premise, but it's helped me climb, man. It has helped me climb. In fact, let's look at the stats that I have from untapped.gg so far. Give you a little sneak peek at those. This is mostly today. Actually, it is all from today. I've been playing a lot of this particular deck. Let's see if I can find it here. Blurp, blurp. And where are you? How's that? There it is. There it is. Torch buffs. That's the deck we're using, guys. As you can see here, we went 17-8. Again, that's mostly for today. I have played this deck a lot on my mobile account as well, so those games are not reflected in here, but still pretty positive as well. But as far as today goes, 17 wins, 8 losses so far. We were at 31 net cubes. That is a 68% chance win rate. Not too shabby, man, which means that it'll probably not perform for us in stream. That's usually seems to be how things happen when I stream. But yeah, there's the stats for you there. And of course, that deck list will be in the description in case you want to try this deck out yourself or modify it. By the way, if you ever see a deck that I've made and you've modified it and you played it, let me know in the comments below, man, how you know, what you took out, what you replaced, how it's working for you. I would love to read that sort of stuff, man. You know, I try not to look at other creators' deck creations when a new card comes out. I try to do it originally first, and then after I play it a few times and make my own decks, then I'll go out and look at other YouTubers out there to see what they've come up with. So yeah, not too shabby here, man. Not too shabby in this deck. So we'll see. I'll see what we can do with it, man. Let's see what we can do with it. And again, a shout out to the music of this intro. Pretty epic, man. It just feels, I feel invigorated when I hear this music, man. I feel fantastic. The Fantastic Four music makes me feel fantastic. So well done once again on the music track. The theme, I believe I'm not too familiar with the Fantastic Four, but this is probably this is part of their theme music, I would imagine, right? Somebody in the comments may be able to tell me if that is the case here. I think it is, though. I think it is. Anyways, oh, by the way, high voltage is going on. I did not know high voltage was going on, but it is going on right now. It must have just started today, because I didn't see it earlier when I was playing, and then when I logged on to get ready to stream, I see high voltage is up. But it doesn't look like they have a whole lot going on in high voltage here. There's no new cards in here. It looks like mystery borders, mystery variant. Yeah, premium mystery border seems to be the big win there. So I don't know how much high voltage I'm gonna be playing. That's only for 3 days. I was wondering if this was a mistake because I don't remember there being a high voltage coming up, but maybe it's not. Maybe there is a high voltage. Maybe tomorrow I'll read that high voltage was not supposed to be released. But in any case, we're not playing high voltage. We're playing regular ladder because we are trying to get to infinite. Keep your fingers crossed for me because we're jumping in, guys, and we're gonna try to hit infinite, man. That's my goal, man. That's my goal. Gotta get to infinite, man. Gotta get to infinite. I'm at what they call, I guess, Galactic is called the Dad's Infinite. So I'm at Dad's Infinite. So that's pretty cool. My opponent snapped. Good Lord, I'm trying to run a program here and you're snapping on me. All right, what do we got? Death Domain's our first location after you play a card here. Destroy it. Well, that sounds silly. I could play American Chavez there, but why? All for one is my opponent. I play my American Chavez down to the mysterious second location, which happens to be Hell's Kitchen. Draw a 1-cost card from your deck. We pulled a Spider Ham. That's pretty cool. Turn 2. I got a Surge or a Mr. Fantastic. I think we'll go with the Mr. Fantastic first and foremost. Although Surge would not be bad either. We could probably play Surge next turn if we do not get our Human Torch here. But we'll play Mr. Fantastic down to Hell's Kitchen so we can start getting some buffs rolling in. My opponent hasn't played anything yet. rolling here into turn 3. They do play a surge of their own down, giving them a 2 power, 2 points there at the Hell's Kitchen to our 4 points. They are leading that with 2 slots open. They have 3 slots open there, of course. 3 energy this turn. What are we playing? We did not get our Human Torch, so I think we will go with our Surge here. And we could have went with Merlin as well. Merlin might have not been an idea. Might not be a bad idea. I'm not sure I like this Valley of the Hand as our 3rd location. After turn 5, your destroyed cards revive here, and then we could also get rid of Death's Domain as well if we get an Omniversal Presence. And then we'll play our Spider Ham down here to try to knock out their left-hand card.
Face the might of Asgard. Mjolnir.
4 coming down for them at the Valley of the Hand, putting a Mjolnir into their deck. All right, there's our Human Torch. So that's pretty good. We did get a Once and Future out of our Merlin. 4 energy. And my opponent retreated. Okay, that's fine. I am fine with that. Something, they must have not liked something that happened there. I don't know. But they did retreat. We'll collect our rewards. We're starting off strong, man. Take a week off and you come back strong. That's what you got to do, man. That's what you got to do. Complete the mission that we completed there, and I'll update the tracker here for you guys. All right. Not too shabby. 1 win, 0 losses this stream. My total for live streams of Marvel Snap, 197 wins, 165 losses in my live streams. We're doing not too shabby. Not too shabby, that's for sure. All right, get this updated here for you guys. And get jumping right into another game, man. Right into another fantastic game. All right, here we go. Jumping into another Torch Buffs game. Human Torch, the Fantastic Four. Storming into Marvel Snap. All right, well, the Space Throne is our first location. That's a little weird. That's a little weird for us. Oh, by the way, let me, I didn't even have this updated here. Let me show you in case you want to see my opponent's deck, my deck, the deck trackers from untapped.gg. Oh, I'm running out of time here. Running out of time. Don't have anything to play anyway, so we'll just end our turn. There we go. Space Stone coming down from my opponent here at the mysterious second location, which happens to be Monster Island, giving us each a 10 power monster there. Opponent, of course, leading that location 13-10. 2 energy in the second turn. We do have our Mr. Fantastic we can play here. We also have Merlin. I think we'll start with Mr. Fantastic. We'll just throw him on the Monster Island. I'm sure he wants to cruise on down there and do a little experiment on the monsters. Sure, that's a major thing he wants to do. Looks like my opponent is changing the Space Throne with his Reality Stone, turning it into Weird World, and we're drawing 2 cards from our opponent's deck. We got their Mr. Fantastic, First Steps, and an Essen. Isan. Not too shabby. I wonder what they got from us, to be honest. All right, Asteroid M, not my favorite location. After you play a 3 or 4 cost card here, move it here, or 4 cost card, move it here. So we're gonna have to fill that up. I'm just gonna play Mr. Fantastic. Thank you for that, my friend. Thank you for giving me that. We got Surge or Merlin we can also play here. I don't really need too much of the Merlin right now. I think we'll go with Surge. We'll drop Surge down there with the second Mr. Fantastic at Asteroid M. Mr. Fantastic checking out Asteroid M while the other Mr. Fantastic checks out the monsters at Monster Island. Fastest coming down from my opponent at Asteroid M. We are tied up at Asteroid M, 4-4. 3 slots available for my opponent, 2 slots available for me. Monster Island getting kind of full for my opponent. They got 3 slots filled, 1 slot open. Our 2 slots open, and they are leading 14-12. It's pretty good for us, if I do say so myself. Turn 4 here. Play Galacta or Gwenpool. Remember, this was the question that I always try to figure out. That always boggles me. I think we'll just play our Galacta down here to Asteroid M. We'll play Spider Ham down there too, just so my cards don't get sucked over to Asteroid M there. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'm gonna go ahead and snap too. Not sure it's the brightest idea because we are playing against a Thanos. Or no, we're playing against an Infinity Ultron here, aren't we? I think we're playing against an Infinity Ultron. Time Stone. No, maybe it is a Thanos. Time Stone and Soul Stone coming down at Weird World, giving them a 4-0 lead there. Only one slot available for them. We have not played any cards there yet. We do take the lead at Asteroid M, 13-7, but my opponent has 2 slots available there. Well, that's pretty cool. We're going to go ahead and activate our Spider Ham here. Hopefully we get something good. Hopefully we get their Thanos. So we know that Thanos will be at least 12 power. Do they got the thing that nothing can stop them from playing Thanos? They don't have the power up for Thanos yet. And we have 5 energy here. One more turn. Put a created card here from my hand. I don't have any created cards. That's a lot of power we could throw down with Isan. We do have our Human Torch as well. Maybe that's worth playing. Although if they play Thanos down to Monster Island, he's not going to do much for us, I don't think. And then yeah, we'll play Merlin down here. My Merlin's 7 power to their 4 power there at Weird World. Looking pretty good for us, I think. Cersei coming down over my opponent there at Weird World, giving them an Angel, a Black Cat, and a Strange Supreme. All right, Strange Supreme, start eating those stones. I love seeing Strange Supreme. I know Strange Supreme adds some pretty good power, but it really messes up opponent's board, I found out too. Whenever I go up against somebody playing a Strange Supreme, seems like the Strange Supreme always screws them over in some way. Okay, here we are. Last turn. Of course, we got our Gilgamesh here, which is our big finisher. At a 0 cost, American Chavez, thanks to a Surge. And we got a Once in Future. That's not really going to do too much for us. 31 power to 7 at Weird World is a little hard to overcome. We might have lost this. I think our best bet is to just reinforce. Reinforce the Monster Island here. And then we'll throw our American Chavez down at Weird World, I guess. We could throw Once in Future down as well, but let's see if it holds, guys. Let's see if this holds. My opponent does play their last 2 cards down to Asteroid M. We were 13-7 there, so they could take Asteroid M for us, which would be unfortunate. There's Thanos. I wasn't even looking that way. Let's see about Thanos. Yeah, I had forgotten that they had open space there at Asteroid M, and sure enough, Phastos, a mad titan himself, crushes us. Alongside Strange Supreme and Cersei. Man, Cersei was pretty clutch for them there as well. Really pushed the power up there. And Strange Supreme, after me saying Strange Supreme it didn't usually screws over my opponent, my Strange Supreme actually helped my opponent quite a bit there. But the cool thing is, look, Human Torch, man. Human Torch, my Human Torch is a 312. Come on, man, you can't beat that. That is amazing. We do take a loss there, and that is fine. I will take that, update our tracker, keep us honest. 1 win, 1 loss. Not too shabby there. All right, go guys. Update that for you. Okay. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Jumping into another game right now. See what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Crown City, the first location. Whoever is winning here gets +4 power at adjacent location. Okay. Not too shabby. All I can play this turn is my American Chavez. Play that down there. My opponent's going to think it's a bot play. Apparently, I saw, I think it was on Reddit one time that, like the 4 horsemen of a bot, and one of them was American Chavez. If they play American Chavez, you know it's like a bot. But in this case, we played it anyways. Turn 2, the second location is the Astral Plane. After this turn, add a 0 power copy of a card from your hand here. I guess we would want a Phastos there. We're going to throw Merlin down there at the Astral Plane. Seems to make sense to me. Merlin emerging from the Astral Plane there, ruling over it. My opponent brings down a Collector to the mysterious third location, and the Astral Plane pulls down our armor for us and a Colleen Wing for my opponent. So I am playing a discard deck, and there's the TVA, guys. We only got 4 turns to get this done, unless that changes somehow. Kind of liking my chances here, honestly. We got 3 energy. Let's go ahead and play Phastos right now. My opponent plays a Frigga down there, getting a copy of a Collector. Well, unless you turn off the TVA, you're not going to have a lot of time to get that Collector very big there. Turn 4. 4 energy. Can play. I could polymorph. Our American Chavez. That's probably pretty safe, actually. Polymorph the Chavez. Oh, I wish I could utilize my Galacta here, but I don't think I can. He is the best power that I got to use now. So yeah, we'll just pile it into Crown City. Hope that the polymorph on American Chavez gives us something. My opponent plays down to the Astral Plane. That could be bad news for us. Penny Parker is what I got. Not too bad. A little bit of an upgrade from what we had. U.S. Agent coming down at the Astral Plane as far, and their Collector. But the TVA has gone off. Opponent could not get it done in 4 turns. We do manage to pull it off. I'm going to go ahead and give them a fist bump anyways. We got 2 cubes out of that. Ooh, baby. We are getting close. Getting close to the infinite. We're not that close yet, are we? 96 and 2 cubes. Still a little bit far away, I guess. Still a little bit far away. All right. We are getting closer to our next 3,000 Collector tokens, guys, so I'm happy about that. I am definitely happy about that. Not sure what I'm going to use it on yet, but still happy about it. All right, updating our tracker here for you guys. Oops. Update the whole thing and not just part of the thing there, VP. There we go. Just like so. Yeah, we got 2 wins and 1 loss so far this stream. And that brings us to 198 wins and 166 losses total for live streams. We're jumping right back in, guys. While everybody else is off playing high voltage. Surprise high voltage, apparently. We're trying to sneak in to infinite. Sneak past into the infinite rank. All right, Miniaturized Lab is the first location on turns 3, 4, and 5. No cards can be added here. Another location that I hate. And this is a particularly hard one to get rid of because you can't play cards there. I have nothing to play this first turn. Apparently my opponent did not either. And the second location is Quantum Realm. After you play a card here, then it's base power to 2. Man, we're setting a quantum game here. Shame we don't have an Ant-Man, I guess. But we do have a Surge, and I think we will play a Surge down to the Miniaturized Lab before it closes on us. My opponent still does not play anything. They are Iron Man, apparently. My opponent is I Am Iron Man. So maybe they have a surprise in their store for us. Well, it is turn 3. We got Human Torch in our hands, so of course we're going to play Human Torch on turn 3. We'll play him down to the Quantum Realm. Why not? He already has 2 power, but set its base power to 2. That is fine by me. Gambit. I don't want to see Gambit. Gambit coming down for my opponent. Takes out my Surge. I'm glad it did not take out my Human Torch there. Kunlun is where Gambit popped out of and threw a card at us. Kunlun, of course, when a card moves here, give it +2 power. We got 4 energy in this 4th turn. We can play Galacta, or we can play Merlin, Spider-Ham, and Armor. I'm not opposed to doing that, honestly. We can fill up the Quantum Realm a little bit more. We can get Merlin in play. We can get Armor in the Quantum Realm as well. I do lose a point of power there. So that might not be best idea, but we're going with it. We're going with it. My opponent also plays down to the Quantum Realm a Dracula. You can probably expect some sort of Modok action here. And Torch getting that buff. Merlin giving us a polymorph spell here in turn 5. You can play a Gilgamesh, Galacta, polymorph, Phastos. Well, I think we'll hold on to our Gilgamesh. Maybe we'll play... Yeah, I think we'll play... our Galacta down here, and then I guess I can polymorph something. Do I want to polymorph something? It would be the pig, so yeah, let's activate Spider-Ham, and then he'll polymorph into something bigger. Though it is going to be stuck at 2 power, base power, because of the Quantum Realm. Oh, we pigged their Modok. No Modok for you, sir. You have a Apocalypse in your hand for your Dracula. It ain't happening. Corvus Glaive coming down for my opponent, slicing up a swarm. There goes their Modok pig. Pig Doc. There goes their Pig Doc. And a couple other cards getting discarded by them. All right. Last turn here, guys. 6 energy. And I think we got an Omniversal Presence, too. Wish I could play my Omniversal Presence down at the Quantum Realm. We probably need to reinforce Quantum Realm. Problem is we're losing Kunlun as well. And I can only play a Gilgamesh and an Omniversal Presence or a Phastos Okoye Omniversal Presence. I think Gilgamesh will have to set this one out. Make a play to the miniaturized lab? Ah, man. I gotta reinforce Kunlun. Ah, this is rough, guys. This is rough. I don't know. If I Omniversal Presence the Quantum Realm, it might be more favorable for us. And then we're not even gonna get. We'll play our Okoye down in the miniaturized lab. Only card we have over there. I don't know. We're splitting it. My opponent snapped. I am not going to snap back because I am not feeling confident. My opponent plays 4 cards down. Holy crap. What do they play? Morbius up there in their side of the board. Nope, they got a Blade slicing up that Apocalypse. Okay. Apocalypse at 12 power. There's a swarm, a second swarm, a third swarm at the miniaturized lab. They take miniaturized lab. We do hold on to Muir Island. We cannot hold on to Muir Island. Dracula, of course, inheriting the power of that Apocalypse. I wonder how it feels to be Apocalypse. Being the only reason he's in the game is to make Dracula bigger. Do you ever see Apocalypse in anything else besides a discard deck? I don't think I do. He's only there to make Dracula big. But it did the trick here. My opponent wins that, gets 4 cubes off of us as well. Unfortunate. But, you know, that's sometimes how it happens. That is sometimes how it happens, guys. So how has your week been, guys? How has your week been? I tell you what, I had an old person moment. In addition to my transitioning into days again, I I had to work 6 days this week at my actual job, and on one of those days, the beginning of the 6 days, I got into the shower and somehow threw my back out. No, I didn't. Well, okay, that's a little extreme. I didn't throw my back out, but my back got kinked up pretty bad, and I've been hobbling around all week at the new job, and around the house today as well. So that's been my week. Hasn't been super fun or exciting. Hopefully your week is going better than mine. But you know, that's fine. The pain is starting to ease a little bit. Old muscles, man. Old muscles and not the greatest thing, especially when you work a very physical job like I do. Anyways, here we are back in Marvel Snap, turn 1. I got nothing to play here. We are playing Wesley. Wesley's our opponent this round. It is turn 2. They had nothing to play as well, so that's good. Stark Tower, second location. After turn 5, give all cards here +2 power. Okay. Work with that. Can definitely work with that. Lots of cards we can play here. What is best for the deck? That's what I ask myself a lot. I think Okoye is best for the deck since we don't have our humantorch in our hand yet. So we'll play Okoye down to the Stark Tower. My opponent plays a Scream. Oh man, it's one of these silly move decks. Oh, one of these silly Scream move decks. All right, well, what we can do. White Palace is the third location. Copy the highest cost card in your opponent's hand. We got a Spectrum from them. They would have got a Galacta from us, so not too shabby there for either of us, really. We did get our Fantastic Four in hand, so we're going to go ahead and play that down to Stark Tower as well. I assume a Kingpin's coming down here somewhere on my opponent's side. Gambit. Lots of Gambits coming out. Oh, hits the Okoye. Humantorch avoids the Gambit again. Nice job, Humantorch. Nice try, Gambit. Did not work, though. All right, turn 4. Turn 4, what do we got here? Well, we could play our Galacta down. Or we could play a Merlin and a Surge. I like the idea of a Merlin and a Surge. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll play Merlin down to Los Diablos base. And play Surge down to the room. Yeah, I'll switch that up. Just because Merlin's got one more power there, let's play Merlin with the Torch at the ruins, and we'll send Surge over to Los Diablos base. My opponent plays a card down to the third location, White Palace. Kazar, buffing 1-cost cards, which we do not have yet. Well, I guess we can assume a bunch of 1-cost cards are going to be coming up here. We did get our Mr. Fantastic now. A little late, sir. Too busy tooling around the lab, I guess. Come out and play. Got a once in future here. Is that going to be useful for me at all? I don't think so. I guess we'll play the Mr. Fantastic down. Play a Los Diablos space. We'll play Armor down here to the ruins to protect my Humantorch there. And then I guess we'll play American Chavez down to White Palace, I guess, just to give myself some options for this next turn. And we could get rid of American Chavez. You know what? Let's get rid of American Chavez with the once in future. That'll give us more energy. My opponent plays down a Lady Jane Foster. 4. Alright. Once in future going off, giving us that +1 energy for this final turn. 8 energy we got for this final turn here. Our Gilgamesh is in hand and is looking pretty juicy at a 413 already. And we can actually play Galacta into Gilgamesh. I think is a pretty good idea there. I think I'll play the Galacta down to the ruins, and we'll play Gilgamesh over here to Los Diablos base. I'm gonna snap. I know this is a This is a boomer snap, but I don't care, man. I'm trying to make it to infinite. Trying to make it to infinite. I'll probably get slaughtered here by something. I don't know. Probably still expecting a lot of one-cost cards, right? No, they just play 2 cards down to Los Diablos base. Gonna be enough to beat my 21 power there. 24 power there. Play a Polaris. That'll pull over a Merlin from the ruins, getting a smack from screen. And then a Squirrel Girl going off. I don't think it's gonna be enough for them. No, sir. They did stop my Mr. Fantastic from, or my Human Torch from going off, but it wasn't enough, man. We got the victory, and we got 4Q. Gotta love it, man. Got to love it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. BP making his way to infinite, man. Oh, we're not. Oh, wait a second. There we go. Almost gave myself 23 wins for this stream, which would have been completely wrong, of course. But we got it fixed now. We got it fixed. Updating it now for you guys. Oh, there we go. All right, 3 wins, 2 losses so far this stream, and 199 wins. Ooh, we're about to break 200. We're about to break 200 wins in a stream, guys. I wonder if we can do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Are we going to make it to infinite? I do not know. I hope so. We'll find out. We'll find out here soon enough. We'll drink here. Drinking. I'm drinking this peach Mountain Dew from KFC, which is amazing. They need to make a peach Mountain Dew. Not just a KFC, man. They need to make that a real bottled drink. I would drink the crap out of that. And my wife even, who isn't even a Mountain Dew drinker, would drink the crap out of it. She loved it, so. Come on, Mountain Dew. Come on, Pepsi. Let's get some peach Mountain Dew out there. Let's get some peach Mountain Dew out there. I'm telling you, man, it's awesome. You guys want to try some peach Mountain Dew, get some Kentucky Fried Chicken. I sound like I'm a pitch man here. If only I was getting sponsored by Mountain Pepsi or KFC. Why not? Anyways, back to the game, VP. We were in second turn, 2 energy. 12-10 lead at Monster Island. 3 slots available for my opponent, only 2 for me. Play our Merlin or our armor. I think we'll play Merlin down to the miniaturized lab, coming back to haunt us. I really hate the miniaturized lab. You know, there was a stint last week where I was playing cards with a Scarlet Witch in it. So I was able to change these locations that were being a pain in the butt, you know? And man, does that spoil you. Does that spoil you. Anyways, turn 3 here. We do got our Human Torch in hand, so we're going to go ahead and play our Human Torch. Actually, double them up right now, but I don't think we will. We'll play Human Torch down to Central Park. He'll come flying down to Central Park to protect the squirrel from a angry predator. An angry Carnage that my opponent plays there. Carnage rips a hole in their squirrel there, giving them a 4-power to 4-power tie at Central Park right now, but Human Torch protecting our squirrel. Turn 4, what do we got? Well, we got a Phastos in hand. Always a pretty good play. We do have Mr. Fantastic. Well, Omniversal Presence. Wish I could play that to the miniaturized lab, but alas, I cannot. I think we'll play our Phastos down Central Park. I have a polymorph here too. Polymorph or Omniversal Presence. I think we'll polymorph our squirrel or our American Chavez. Either one will be great. I guess the squirrel was the better option here. There's our Phastos going off. Polymorph. We'll polymorph the squirrel, giving us a Havoc. Okay. Not bad. I like Havoc. Havoc's a scalar. Been playing a lot of Havoc actually last week. Underappreciated card, man. But you gotta be aware of the capping of the power there. So I usually play him. I've been playing him in like with cards that with decks that only go up to like 4 energy. Like there's 1 4 energy card, and then we play Havoc down, and he just builds, man. builds and builds. But it is turn 4 here. Let's go ahead and snap. I'm feeling pretty good. This seems like a destroy deck of some kind. Oh, I have a Morbius in there as well. One more turn to go. I think we'll just play our armor down to Central Park to protect our Human Torch. We could play Okoye or Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic not going to do a whole lot for us right now. Although we could get a free skill out of it. Awesome. Okoye buff a few of my cards, and she has more power, so I guess we'll do that. Playing my Okoye down to Monster Island here. Their Jeff, that they played to Monster Island, just moved over to the miniaturized lab. Killmonger coming down from my opponent does take out my American Chavez, one of their cards. My squirrel in Central Park was saved, however. Havoc, not worrying about the squirrel, just building up there. Here you have a 21-13 lead there, Monster Island. 1 slot available to us, 2 slots for our opponent. We got 2 slots available at the miniaturized lab for my opponent, and 3 slots available for us. But we are these that one 3-4, and we're currently leading 18-4 at Central Park. Morbius is sitting there. My opponent has not played any discard yet, so they got a Modok coming around. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. That's what they're counting on. I think we will play our Gwenpool down here. We got 8 power coming down. We got a Spider Ham, which will add 3 more power. I want to say we're pretty safe at Monster Island, and I'm just kind of building up miniaturized lab here as kind of insurance. I don't see, I mean, I'm sure they could, but I don't see a way they could take Central Park back from us. They play a card to Monster Island. It's Shang-Chi. That is unfortunate. It takes out my monster there and gives them the lead, but I think Havoc gets big enough, right? No, I guess Havoc doesn't, but it's a good thing we played our insurance there, because the other card they played was Deadpool, the miniaturized lab, and we reinforced that with our Gwenpool and Spider Ham, giving us a 14-5 lead there, and a 19-4 lead at Central Park, giving us a 4-cube victory. Let's go, guys. Look at that. Look at that. 96.6. Whew. And I want to make infinite. I can feel it, man. I can feel it. I can feel infinite coming on. I can feel infinite coming on. Maybe that's just gas. Could be gas. I did have KFC after all. Although we didn't have any beans. I don't know. That also marks our 200th win. 200 wins of live streaming Marvel Snap action right here. You gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. There we go. Yeah. Happy 200 wins in a live stream. I should have had some, like, celebratory fireworks or something. Also complete one of our alliance bounties. By the way, if you're new to Marvel Snap or haven't got an alliance yet, why don't you think about joining the Prime Sanctum? That is our alliance. That is my alliance right here. TPS, the Prime Sanctum. All you got to do is go up here to search, and then type in TPS, search. Boom. That doesn't work. Type in the Prime Sanctum. Man, I've been telling people to type in TPS all this whole time. There you go, the Prime Sanctum. There it is, top of the search chart. TPS Prime Sanctum. It's the Kringles-looking guy with the mustache and the monocle. Yeah, go on and join us. We'd love to have you. Start getting free stuff, man. I mean, if you're not in Alliance, why are you not? You're missing out. Look, you're missing out on boosters, on credits, on mystery variants. Yeah, you can get all this stuff just by joining an alliance as playing the game, man. You just go in here and you select whatever bounties are available that you want to play, and you get points, and those points go towards rewards, and you get free stuff, man. The more our alliance does, the more free stuff you get. So, you're looking for an alliance, the Prime Sanctum's looking for you. All right, jumping into another game here. After I take a drink of my delicious Peach Mountain Dew. I should have got the actual name for this. I don't know what they actually call it, but they really need to make this, man. Some Peach Mountain Dew. Everybody needs a little Peach Mountain Dew in their life. I mean, if you're a soda person. If you're not a soda person, then I guess you don't need don't do in your life. Turn 1, we got nothing we can do. Necrocia's the first location. Oh, great. I'm playing a high evolutionary deck. They just played a Misty Knight down. 5 power already because they're playing that at the Monster Metropolis, the second location. And Monster Metropolis is cards with the highest power here get +3 power. Got a huge Misty Knight looming over the Monster Metropolis at the moment. Turn 2, let's get our Mr. Fantastic out here. I don't really want Necrocia. I guess we'll play Mr. Fantastic down here to Misty Knight's location. They play their own Mr. Fantastic there. Giving them a 10-5 lead at the Monster Metropolis right now. But it's only turn 3 here. Turn 3, what do we have? We do have our Human Torch, so of course we're going to play that. I'm going to play Human Torch over here to the Quantum Realm. It doesn't really affect Human Torch too much. They have a Human Torch as well. Oh my goodness! Obligatory Spider-Man point emote for playing the same card. 2 times in a row, actually. Holy cow. And turn 4, of course, they play their Mr. Fantastic to Monster Metropolis. Turn 4, what do we got? Gilgamesh. Early for Gilgamesh. I like to close out with a Gilgamesh. Play Galacta or Gwenpool. I think we go with Gwenpool here just because it's going to boost. It's going to boost more cards. Unless it just hits 1 card. And boosted cards help out my Gilgamesh. Sweet, it did hit one of my non-buffed cards. My opponent plays that fantastic card down. See, somebody's buying this stuff. Y'all want to smoke 152? My opponent bought the premium pass. Fantastic card coming down for them. Give your end of turn cards +2 power here once he activates it. So that's going to help out their middle location quite a bit. Seeing as they have Mr. Fantastic and the Human Torch down there. 5 energy this turn for us. Got a 12 power Galacta here. Which, you know what? I think... Is it silly to keep challenging Monster Metropolis? I don't think so. Let's put some pressure on them, and then we'll slowly build up Quantum Realm here by playing our Spider Ham down. Hopefully we can catch something good in the next turn. Excuse me. Opponent comes down with a Hulk Smash at Necrocia. We have a 17-0 lead at Necrocia right now. I don't think we're going to get that back. We're still winning Monster Metropolis. We have a 9-0 lead at Quantum Realm. I think we're pretty good. I think I might snap here.
Oh, snap.
Want to activate our Spider Ham, although it's not really going to matter now. 6 energy. Got a Phastos, a Gilgamesh. Well, we got to play our Gilgamesh, right? Gilgamesh, and let's play. Okay, my opponent retreated. My opponent retreated. I must have scared him away with my snap. Man, that's a bad thing about trying to do a boomer snap. You do a boomer snap and you scare somebody away before you get 2 cubes. We could have got 4 cubes out of that. Or, no, that's not true. We would have got 4 cubes if they stayed. But because I snapped, they leave and we only get, what, 2 cubes? 2 cubes. But there we go. Got another victory. Rocking and rolling, man. We are rocking and rolling with this deck here. Rocking and rolling all night long. All right, not all night long, because I'm only going to be streaming for an hour and a half. There we go. Update the tracker for you guys, keeping ourselves honest. Also keeping me excited to play the game. Whenever I feel down and I'm like, man, I'm not doing that great at Marvel Snap, I can look up at that win-loss record and say, you know what? We're not doing too bad. We're not doing too bad. And isn't that something we all need in life? Something to look at and be like, you know what? I'm not doing too bad. I could use more of that in my life right now, to be honest. I could use more of that. And you probably can too. I don't know where I was going with all that. It's a tangent I went off on, but there it is. Turn 1 in this next game here. Onslaught Citadel is the first location. Ongoing effects here are doubled. We don't really have any ongoing effects too much in our deck here, so might help our opponent out, depending on what they're playing. We don't have anything to play this first turn. They do. The original Human Torch coming down for them at the mysterious 3rd location. Okay. My deck has not performed terribly well against decks, but it all depends on how they execute their move, I guess. Turn 2 here, we can play Surge or Merlin or Armor. I think we'll just go with Surge here. We do have our Human Torch Human Torch First Steps in our hand. So that's pretty good. Mysterious 3rd location is the Cloning Vats. After you play a card here, add a copy to your hand. I do like to... I wouldn't mind having 2 Human Torches. I think we'll do that. We'll throw our Human Torch down there to the Cloning Vats. My opponent plays a Kitty Pryde down to the Big House, 2nd location, and a Goliath down to the Cloning Vats. Doesn't Goliath copy ongoing? +1 power for each other ongoing card. Oh, you haven't played. My opponent really doesn't have any ongoing cards in. I wonder if that means they do have ongoing cards. Would think so, so Onslaught Citadel is probably pretty good for them. Play our Mr. Fantastic down to the Cloning Vats. And, I wonder... You play Human Torch down, you gotta wonder if you're gonna be able to, fill up the location. I don't know that we can. I was gonna play it down to the Cloning Vats. Maybe it's better to have them split. I'm just worried about Onslaught Citadel here. My opponent has a Goliath in hand. They have to have ongoing cards. Okay, they play another cloned Goliath down, and Kitty Pryde coming down for them as well. Now I have 2 Human Torches down. And Onslaught Citadel's a 5-3 lead there. One of our Human Torches is hiding out there. The other one is hanging out with Mr. Fantastic at the Cloning Vats still, but it's 7-7 tie there. My opponent has 1 location available there. We got 2 locations. Slots, I should say. Let's see. Where are we at? We do have a pretty high-powered Galacta. Need to fill out these Fantastic 4 slots. So, and it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to put an armor down. On a Mr. Fantastic. 2 Mr. Fantastics? Maybe. Maybe we do that. Oh, and we can play Merlin. We'll play Merlin down to the Big House. Merlin will hold down the Big House. My opponent doesn't have anything there. I don't know, maybe Merlin can spit something out useful to us. Okay, so far so good. Kitty Pryde coming down to the Big House. Power now. They do pull a Jubilee down at Onslaught Citadel that pulls out a Swordmaster, slicing their other Kitty Pryde in hand, their bigger Kitty Pryde. Why did they play their smaller Kitty Pryde at the Big House? That was weird. Maybe I saw that wrong. Well, we're looking pretty good here, man. I'm gonna snap. I know it's a boomer snap here, guys, but come on, I can't ignore this, right? Got 6 energy. We can play a Galacta down. Actually, let's play Galacta down to the Cloning Vats. And our armored... Oh man, I don't want armored. I'm worried about a Shang-Chi, man. But I need to cap out Human Torch location. So yeah, I think we'll go with that. I can once in future the Big House. I don't think I will. In fact, I'll just throw a Okoye down there. That'll give us 5-0 at the Big House, unless my opponent plays something there. So a little bit of an insurance policy. Let's go, see what we can do. They play 1 card down. Like an Ultron or something? What's this one card? What's this one card you got? Enough to sway the tides of the game. It's Onslaught. Which buffs up the Goliath, but doesn't really do a whole lot. Huh! I'm not sure what my opponent was trying there, but it didn't work. Sorry, Wyatt. Sorry, Wyatt. I'll give you a fist bump there. Yeah, I am surprised they had Goliath, but it didn't seem like they had a whole lot of ongoing cards. Are we playing a bot? Was that a bot? Could that have been a bot? That might have been a bot. It seemed like a bot. We'll call it a bot. Whatever. We get the victory. That's fine. That's 4 more cubes for us. A little bit closer to infinite rank. That's what we want, man. That is what we want. We also complete one of our daily missions. Look at that. Hey! Leveled up on the pass. Banking ourselves 200 more credits. Gotta love that. Got to love that. Let's update our tracker here for you guys. 6 and 2, man. We're cooking, man. We are cooking right along with this deck. I tell you what. Rocking and rolling. That is what we are doing. Go ahead and update this for you. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, so epic, man. Epic soundtrack. Oh, goodness. I've been drinking too much Peach Mountain Dew, haven't I? Too much Peach Mountain Dew here. All right, let's jump back into another game. Torch buffs, here we go. Doing pretty well. Doing pretty well. That is for sure. All right, what do we got? This first location is the Abbey. First to put exactly 2 cards here draws a card. I cannot play anything from my hand yet. Our opponent is number 1 Angel. All right, number 1 Angel. See if you can fly away with a victory here, or if we're going to topple the Angel, the number 1 Angel, to climb a little bit higher up to infinite. Turn 2, all I can play is America Chavez. Disappointing, but we'll go ahead and play her to the Abbey there. My opponent also plays a card to the Abbey. They play a Dazzler. Okay, interesting. Interesting. The Vibranium Mines is our 3rd location. After you play here, shuffle 3 Vibranium into deck. Atlantis is the 2nd location. If you only have 1 card here, it has +5 power. All right, we got our Human Torch in hand. I'll play Human Torch down here to the Abbey to keep American Chavez busy and to hopefully get those 2 cards. Get that 1 card that we get a draw from. My opponent also played there, so they got a card as well. They play a Patriot down. Okay. Well, we know we're probably going to be playing against an Ultron or a Doctor Doom. So, be potentially bad, but not giving up hope yet. I think we'll play our Mr. Fantastic down. And, Merlin. Yeah, that seems like a solid play. All right. My opponent plays 1 card down to the Vibranium Mines. So they play a Khazar down. Yeah, so this is definitely some kind of new deck or Ultron. Well, Ultron doesn't give you one drops. Squirrel Girl. Yeah, I think it's just kind of some sort of new deck. Turn 5. 5 energy. Don't quite want to play our Gilgamesh yet. Want to polymorph anything? We have a polymorph in our hand. We could have polymorphed the Chavez. We pick up a Vibranium. We're gonna play Phastos down here. And yeah, and then we'll play our Vibranium down here to the Vibranium Mines. I guess we will polymorph the Chavez. Why not? Let's polymorph the Chavez. Gonna get bigger. only 2 power right now, so whatever she turns into will probably be pretty good. What is it? She turns into a Valentina. Okay, that's pretty good. We gained 1 power off of that trade, and we got an Ultron of our own. That's pretty cool. A 4-cost Ultron in our hand now. Not sure it's worth playing the... I think I just like the Gilgamesh better. We have an Omniversal Presence. I don't know that I want to change location. So we got Gilgamesh, and then we could play our 6-power Vibranium. I mean, I think that's the play. Play Gilgamesh down here to the Vibranium Mines, giving us 18 power there. 18 plus power, actually. Come on, let's do the play order correctly. Let's play the Vibranium down to the Abbey. That'll buff our fantastic, our Human Torch there. Giving us 28 power. That's a lot of power to try to get. And then we'll play Gilgamesh down here to the Vibranium Mines. That does leave Mr. Fantastic all by himself in that middle lane Atlantis. So he's still going to get that buff. Our opponent's got a lot of choices to make here. They play 1 card down to the Abbey and move Nocturne over to the Abbey, turning it into a Panopticon. Created cards here now have +2 power. It actually benefited me, not them. Gilgamesh coming down. What is their mysterious card? It is an Ultron. Is it going to be enough? I don't think it is to win. Ooh, it's close. It was close. Very close, guys, but we did pull it off. I didn't even snap that game, did I? I could have snapped that game. Got a little emote coming back from my opponent there. We'll give him a little fist bump. Number 1 Angel, you have fallen. We have fallen the Angel. We have fallen the number 1 Angel, guys. All right, there we go. A little bit closer to infinite. A little bit closer to infinite. You know, you climb to infinite. Sometimes you gotta climb over some angels, I guess. Gotta do what you gotta do, man. Get to infinite. Sometimes that requires climbing over the number 1 angel. Let's see if climbing over the number 1 angel curses us for our next game here. Just might. It just might. Let's go. Let me get a drink of my very tasty Peach Mountain Dew from Kentucky Fried Chicken. I'm not sponsored. I just like Kentucky Fried Chicken in Peach Mountain Dew. For those interested, since my Peach Mountain Dew is almost gone, I also have a Faygo Cream Soda here. It is also delightful, to say the least. All right, where are we at? Turn 1, the Vault. On turn 6, cards can't be played here. Let's go ahead and throw our American Chavez down there. We are playing Chase. Our opponent, Chase. Are they chasing their way to Vibranium as well? Playing Agony down to the Vault. Agony, another fun card I've been playing a lot of. But Sanctum Infinitum. Infinitium. I hate you. Discard a card. Build this to return it. To return it with +5 power. What did they take from us? An Okoye. Oh, that's fine. You can have my Okoye. Do I want to get her back with +5 power? I mean, I guess we could. But right now, we only got 2 energy. Got a Merlin we can play or an armor. 5 armor. Guess we'll play the armor down to the Sanctum Infinitium. Opponent plays nothing this second turn. Okay. Interesting. Agony, not really a tell of any deck that I know of. Central Park, the 3rd location, so we add a squirrel to each location. We're not doing too shabby here. We're not doing too shabby. 3-3 at the Vault. 6-1 in our favor at the Sanctum Infinitum. A 1-1 tie at the Central Park. 3 energy this turn. We do have our Human Torch, so we're going to go ahead and bring that down. You know, maybe we will get our Okoye back with +5 power. Why not? That'll actually help my Gilgamesh, honestly. Cassandra Nova coming down for them at the Sanctum Infinitum. I'm pretty sure I'm adding too many consonants to that. Sanctum Infinitum. They did play their Cassandra Nova down there for 6 power. They got 6 power, 7 power total there to our 9 power, but they got 2 slots open to our 1 slot. Turn 4, we got a Merlin and Surge play here, which I think is what we're going to do. A Merlin down to the vault. And we'll play Surge over here to Central Park. Help those squirrels out a little bit. Our opponent plays to the Sanctum Infinitum. Hell Cow coming down for them. A discard deck? It's weird if it's a discard deck. The vault is closing, and we do have a Mr. Fantastic now in our hand. One turn to go. Also got a polymorph off of our Merlin. We're going to play Mr. Fantastic down to the vault since it's closing up. And then I guess we'll polymorph the squirrel. I think the polymorph will give back our Okoye. Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's our Okoye back. Welcome back, Okoye! 2 to 8. Opponent also gets their beast back. Might be a little too late for them to get a beast back. They do play a Prodigy behind a Cassandra Nova, though, so that's pretty good. Yep, their Prodigy has 8 power. They also play a U.S. Agent down to Central Park. Swinging the board in their favor now. 21 to 13 at the Sanctum Infinitum. We do have 1 slot available. They can't play anything else down there, and they're leading 4 to 2 at Central Park. We have the Volt on lockdown 8 to 3. Unless they can get some buffs in there. So I think we battle for the Sanctum Infinitum. And, wow, he pulled our Okoye out, and I don't think we need her. I don't think we need her because I think we'll just play Gilgamesh down here. We have a Once in Future, which I don't either. Well, I think this is it, man. I could have did 11 power spread across with an Okoye Phastos play. Don't know. Yeah, we'll go with this. We'll stick with this. Oh, we didn't snap at all. I gotta learn to snap a little bit more. There's Beast. Why are you playing Beast in the final turn? I don't understand. Starbrand coming down. That's gonna help me out. Well, all right. I don't know what we just witnessed, guys. Maybe another bot play.
Victory.
That was weird. That whole deck was weird. I'm not sure what they were trying to do. Are you a bot, sir? Chase. The title, Beware of Me. They don't have an alliance, so yeah, it might have been a bot. Well, that probably was a bot. That's okay, man. If I got to step over bots... Hey, I already stepped over angels. I already stepped over the #1 angel to get to climb up the ladder. Sometimes we'll step over some bots as well. All right, we did get an alliance. Bounty completed, which means we can pick up another one here. Running out of options in here, to be honest. I usually pick up the ones that say win with a certain card because I just like the deck challenge part of that. But as you can see, I haven't been picking them up right now because I'm trying to climb to infinite. So I guess we'll just get to play 5 cost cards. Go with that. All right, let's update our tracker over here. 8 wins, 2 losses this stream. Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, we are kicking some booty. Even if we don't make infinite, we have had a good run this stream, and that's pretty cool, man. That is pretty cool after taking a week off, having a pretty good run. Not too shabby. Let's jump in and see if we can get that win column even a little bit higher. Got about 10 more minutes left here in my stream. Can we make infinite in 10 minutes? I don't know. 10 minutes is about 2 games, maybe? Games? Turn 1 here, we got Dream Dimension as our first location on turn 5. Cards cost 1 more. Another location I don't particularly care for. American Chavez is in my hand, but so is Human Torch. We also have Spider Ham. I think we'll just play our American Chavez down here to the Dream Dimension. making my opponent think they are playing a bot immediately, which will cause them to snap. Which will cause them to snap. Okay, they're not biting, man. Maybe they're a bot as well. Maybe they're a bot as well. Heroes for hire. I know they're in an alliance though, so probably not a bot. Probably not a bot. Okay, where are we at? Where are we at? Turn 2. Shadowland was the second location. Had a ninja to each side with -2 power. I could play an Okoye or a Spider Ham here. I think we'll go ahead and play our Okoye. Do have the Human Torch waiting in hand next turn. Opponent has a Fantastic Four back already. So I don't know what that means. They must have got that from something. Is that in the board's track? I don't know. They played a Craven down to the 3rd location, which is the Mirror Dimension. On turn 4, transform into one of the other locations. I hope it doesn't transform into the Dream Dimension. That would be awful. That would be awful. We'll just play our Human Torch down to the Dream Dimension. That way we only need one more card there to trigger our Human Torch. My opponent plays a Polaris down, which brings over the Ninja to the Dream Dimension. I guess we're triggering the Human Torch early. We are leading the Dream Dimension 7-5, but we have a full location there, and they have plenty of room to build on that. We're not doing so hot in the other 2 locations. We're going to need some serious stuff here in order to make this work. Could play Galacta down, or we could play a Surge and a Merlin. I think we'll play the Surge and Merlin down. It makes me wonder if I should have Galacta in this deck, because it really comes down to when she's in my hand and, like, do I use her or not use her? And usually I don't use her, so I don't know. She might be worth taking out of the deck and putting something else in. But for now, that's what we got. Turn 5. And the that location turned into the Dream Dimension. Now we have 2 Dream Dimensions. Cards are so expensive right now. Cards are so expensive this turn. That's not good for us. I can only play one of my cards here. Well, I guess we'll play Gwenpool down. Guess we'll play Gwenpool down. Let's throw Gwenpool into the Dream Dimension. The third location. That gives us an 8-3 lead there, unless my opponent plays something down. And then I have some room to navigate there at Shadowland. Got 2 slots open there. My opponent only has 1. They play a card down to that first Dream Dimension, which we have full. It is a Spider Ham. Okay, worry about that. Get Phastos in her hand. Would have preferred to have Gilgamesh, but I guess we get what we get and we like it. I think we'll play Galacta down to Shadowland, Phastos down to that the 3rd Dream Dimension. I'm gonna snap 2. I'm feeling pretty good here. This gets me 19 to their 7 power there. That's 12 power they'd have to make up, which is not, not super difficult, but it is 1 card. And then Craven is the only card they have at the Dream Dimension. We're gonna have 14 power there, but 11 power in. I think we're in a pretty good spot here. They do play 2 cards down. What are those 2 cards? Got a Stegron, which knocks over a Merlin. Did not hurt us. And then a Silk. We get the victory. Sweet! We get the victory. They did try to disrupt us there with that Stegron in the middle, but we were able to hold on with a 15-14 victory at the Shadowland. And then, of course, we just dominated the Dream Dimension 20-5. Almost caught up to the first Dream Dimension. The 10-14 there, but we closed that location out pretty early, and my opponent easily could take it back. But it's fine, man. We got the win. We got the win. We got 8 cubes. Woohoo! 99. 99 rank. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Are we actually going to hit this, man? Are we actually going to hit this? I don't know, man. I don't know. I hope we do. I got 5 minutes left in my stream generally here, but if we get close enough, maybe I'll extend the stream a little bit. I want to get it, man. I can feel it. We're so close, man. 99? 99 is my rank currently. Woo. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let me update our tracker here. There we go. Sweet. All right. Let's get it. We're 5 cubes away. 5 cubes away. If we get an 8 cube win here, we're an infinite, baby. I think that's how it works. I don't know. I've never been to infinite, man. I've never been to infinite. I don't know. We're going to find out. Jambo is our opponent. Sokovia, her first location, taken over Okoye. Okoye just not being loved by the locations today, or is she? She just gets taken away by all the locations. Like, nah, you don't need Okoye. Sokovia discarded card from each player's hand. I got nothing to play this turn 1. My opponent didn't either, so that's good. Second location is Sakar. After this turn, put a card from each player's hand here. I don't hate that. I honestly don't hate that, because I'll play my Mr. Fantastic down to Sokovia here. That means I get a Phastos, Galacta, or Gwenpool, Sakar. I wouldn't mind any of those. I guess Galacta would probably be the best. But Phastos would be fine too. Alright, but it pulls the Gwenpool, but that's fine too. I don't mind. And the buffs go 2 to the Galacta, and +6 to Galacta, and +3 to Phastos. Right? +2. 4 to Galacta, 2 to Phastos. Hey, we got a Herbie, man! Herbie, this was the featured card from last week. I didn't get this one. I kind of skipped on this one. I'm like, I could do without Herbie, but Herbie's pretty cool too. Now we have Herbie in our hand. That's kind of cool, man. Do I want to play Herbie? Doesn't really play into my deck currently. I think we rather would play the Phastos, just because, you know, that's best for this deck. Now, opponent did snap on us. Oh no, it's a high Evo. I should have seen that with the Hulk. Oh, high Evo decks. Alright, where's the Cyclops coming down? That's what the high Evo does, man. By the way, the thing just got buffed. Because I guess somebody decided, hey, we need to buff the high Evo deck. I have so much... I don't like high Evo decks. I'll just leave it at that. Oh, turn 4. We can play our Galacta down, which I think is a pretty good idea. Challenge the Hulk here. We'll challenge, you gotta be so careful with that high Evo deck, because Cyclops can just get into a lane and just zap the crap out of it. So you kind of got to spread your cards out, it seems like. They play a Galacta down to the Daily Bugle. That's probably what they got from me. Yeah, they got that Galacta from me. You're welcome, by the way, Jambo. I know it's not high evoluted like your other cards. That's going to help them out a whole lot. They got Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh and Merlin, is that a good play? I think so, man. I kind of like my spread. I kind of want to go for the 8 cubes, man. Let's go for broke, buddy. 8 cubes and I'm in infinite, I think. 8 cubes and we hit infinite. All right. One more turn after this. I want to place 2 cards down. That's their Human Torch going down to Sokovia. And a Mr. Fantastic. Fantastic Steps going down to Sakar. Alright, close game. Close game. Hulk did get a little bit bigger. Whew. Oh, man. We got this. I need a lot of power, and I just don't have a lot of power in my hand. I got Herbie at 2.5 and Spider-Ham a 0.2. I do have a polymorph. Would be worth polymorphing here. Guess we could polymorph. Would that polymorph? It would polymorph the Mr. Fantastic, which would get rid of all those negative points. Okay, so we'll play the polymorph down to Sokovia. Let's not play it first then. Galacta needs to buff whatever I play next. Let's play Spider-Ham down here. So that'll get buffed. Play polymorph over here to Sokovia, and then we'll play Herbie down. Car. See if that gets us there, man. This is it, man. Are we gonna hit infinite? Are we gonna get beat here? Misty Knight. 20 to 14 right now in Sokovia. Fantastic car coming down as well. That's probably not good for us. We do hold on to the Daily Bugle currently. A Black Widow is what we polymorphed into. Not great for us there, but we do get the victory, guys. Holy crap! Did we just hit infinite? Did we just hit infinite, guys? Yeah, fist bump to you, Jambo. I think you just helped me get infinite. Did I? Did I? 100. 100. You got to trip over the 100? Are you not infinite until you trip over the 100? Welcome to Infinite Rank, guys. We did it. Yeah. Finally. PP gets the infinite rank. Oh, yeah, buddy. People out there thought it could be done. My journey to infinite started way back when. Last year. July, June. Sometime in that time frame. From June's when I started playing, or at least when I started doing live streams, all the way until July. So about a year. A year of playing, guys. A year of grinding. A year of making decks. Marvel Snap, and we finally hit infinite rank. Your rank will now be replaced by your leaderboard standing. Your standing is determined by your snap points. The more cubes you win, the more snap points you get. Your standing is 14,114. My snap points are 4,668. Yeah! We did it, guys! We did it! I got it! I got it! Look at this! Look at this! I'm gonna get the reward. Infinite card back. Boom! Look at that. It is an infinite Mr. Fantastic First Steps card back. That's shiny, man. That is shiny. I gotta show that off, man. That's gonna be my new card back. That is gonna be my new card back. There we are, 14,114. That's pretty cool, man. That is pretty cool, guys. We did it. Let me update the tracker here as well. 10 wins and 2 losses this game. Wow. Did this deck do it, or did this deck do it? Tell you what, I think it did it. Because we are now... What are you telling me here? Giving me errors. Stop giving me errors. Trying to enjoy the moment here. Trying to enjoy the moment. All right. Get the update in here of the win-loss tracker. Boom. 10 and 2, guys. Yeah, man. Listen to the music. Feels good, buddy. First steps. We've taken our first steps into infinite. Do I think I'm going to get any further? A little bit further, but I'm probably not going to get to the top. Anywhere near the top. But, man, it sure does feel good to finally get infinite. I tell you what. I love it, man. I love it. Thank you for all you guys out there that have supported me on this journey. And, yeah. Feels good, man. Feels good. I'm probably a little too excited to hit infinite, but you know what? That's fine. I'm cherishing it, man. I'm cherishing it. The little guy finally got something. I never claimed to be a pro player. Never claimed to be a pro player, only someone entertaining, hopefully, that you could watch and enjoy. And here we are, Infinite. Feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. In fact, I'm going to drink. Oh, man, my Peach Mountain Dew is gone. Holy crap, well, it's going to be Faygo Cream Soda. We're going to drink to the Infinite. Rank. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you, thank you. What a journey. And now, you know what? Like I said, it's first steps. Now we just see how far we can get. How far can we get? Will we ever get back to Infinite after this season? I don't know, but it's a long season. Season's just started, so we'll see what we can do, guys. We'll see what we can do. But in the meantime, that's going to be it for me. This has been VP. I am signing off. We'll see you later. And hey, keep on gaming. We got Infinite. We got Infinite.